Cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. He's got a first down and more past the 30. Touchdown, 49ers! Matt Breida, 85 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. They said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for. Because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. He just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Goff will lead the Rams up here first and 10 at their own 19-yard line. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Value three. Hey, Charlie.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
There we go, Mike 20.
On first down, Goff. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. D Ford, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. He was able to pick up 6 yards there, so that leaves him with a 3rd and 13. Now Goff. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, first and 10.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're accelerating, and off he goes. 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Back to the air. Goff on second down. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. They got a man. It's Woods. And he goes out right around the 39.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Going out. Come on.
Goff throwing again. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the play. On first down, it's gone. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now the 49ers going to take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Here we go. 180. Super 1. Super 1.
Show it up.
Throwing again is gone. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To the air again. Goff. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense. Just flooded the field with defensive backs. Blanketed everyone. Took away all the passing angles. Thus, the incompletion.
And this one is right down Broadway. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Tighten up.
Breida, he'll try the right side. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
21. Here we go.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Here we go.
No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Hey, wahoo! Hey, get
They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. Got a man. He finds Sanders. 30. 10. Touchdown, 49ers. Emmanuel Sanders, 69 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now Goff on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Bring it. Bring it. Hey, echo. Check.
Back to throw. Goff. And his throw here's incomplete. Akello Witherspoon, really good coverage from the Colorado man, getting a hand in on it. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Super one.
Mike 20, Mike 20.
Everybody, Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20.
Check back.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Out of the gun. Gone. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
55.
The Niners take over first and 10.
Here's Breida. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now a give to Breida. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. The 20. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got... It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up, 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When it come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. Back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made a killing and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top on the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throw it, blinding my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. It's the team of the 80s versus the team of the 90s. The Niners, the Cowboys, they're underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here we go. 47.
You gonna see me in your nightmare.
26.
First down, Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eric Armstead able to drop him for a loss of a couple. Prescott now. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Eric Armstead drops him again for the second straight play, and it brings up fourth down. So on fourth down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. On the return is Pettis. A big kick, 50 yards that time, with a return of 4. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check it back, check it back. Watch the ship, watch the ship.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
13. General West.
Check.
Now a give running left is Breida. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Here's a handoff left side to Breida. There he goes again. Past the 20. There he goes left side. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, 41 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'm trying to do better here. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Go, get out there, get out there. Here we go, 46. Everybody, Mike 20.
Wild Bill.
26.
Prescott to throw it. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it.
Alert flag.
26.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Kill. 26.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott, and he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 42.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Switch.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Elliott a 1st down and more. 20! And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 42 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The end result, 21 yards.
First down, San Francisco.
Here we go. 180!
54! Curry! Take 4! Take 10!
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Michael Bennett in on the stop. It's a pickup of 3.
Here we go.
These two teams all tied after 1.
That's the end of the first quarter, with the score tied 7-7.
Right, here we go. 180!
Watch the slant! Watch the slant! Watch out!
10-52, hot!
On second down, a run with Breida. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
That's where you belong!
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Hey, gun.
Here we go on 4th down with Garoppolo. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
Here we go.
50 seconds to Mike.
Yeah. You don't want none. Watch the safety creep.
Whip. Watch it.
26.
A first down carry by Elliott. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Get in the weight room.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Prescott connects here with a tight end, Blake Jarwin. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
There we go. Kill. Gun. Here we go. 26.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 23 yards, the final tally. One man in the backfield, Elliott.
54. Mike, 54. Drop deep. Bang. 26.
He'll get the football here. And not a whole lot shot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
At the 3-yard line.
One man in the backfield. That's Elliott on 2nd and goal.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is 3rd and goal.
Here we go, 46.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Watch 54. Watch 54.
26.
Throwing, Prescott. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Now Garoppolo lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Mike 20. Under. Mike 20. We're going to 54. Why is?
Mike, come on. 20. Hey, man. Watch the boot. Check 3. Joker.
We're going to 54. Why is? 26.
Prescott on 1st down. That one complete to Elliott. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far.
Switch, hey. 47.
Mike 20. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Hey, Mike.
26.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Going to 54. Why ain't?
Here we go.
26.
Draw play. Elliott. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there.
Switch it. We're going to 53. We're going 47.
Watch every creeping.
We're going to 54. 1-8. Check.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Marr is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. 12, fellas, here we go. I got you.
Mike 5-4.
Hey, orbit. Check that.
Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. Steps away to his left. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Here we go.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
11. 54,
Mike, 54.
Hey, high 7.
I know he ain't got it. Right there, 54, right there. 54, Mike.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for the Niners. 57 yards. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. The handoff, this is Breida. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Here we go. 180. 65.
54.
Hey, 2.
Check. Watch 54. Strip that ball.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. He can run. And now Garoppolo lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football.
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
So they start on the ground with Elliott. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tart.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they're going to have a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Mike,
Here we go. Line 8.
Mike 5-4.
Here we go. Going to 54. Line 8.
We want it. Come to my world. Chance.
Here we go. 47.
Watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Gun.
It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
Here we go. Going to 53. Here we go. 20.
They just get the play off. Now Prescott. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Intended that time for Cooper.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Five.
Mike 5-4. Good track.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Matt Breida, his second touchdown of the night. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Gold with the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the third. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. 180. We're going to 53.
Rush in. Rush in.
Hey, kill. 47.
Better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
That's it.
There we go, Mike 20.
Done.
I'm on.
Here we go. 26.
From the 24, Prescott. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
Here we go, 46.
Kill. There we go, Mike 20. Here I come.
26.
Now Prescott. Going to take a shot for Gallup. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
All day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. Problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems, yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I say you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. Call us dangerous. Ain't too many capable. Squad that is better though than my home team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like blah. Yeah, in the field like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like what? In the field like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like what? Whole squad like yeah, in the field like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like yeah, in the field like yeah, all day like yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I say you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. I've been so my frustration, I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't riding. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't panic surround me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like blah. Yeah, in the field like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like what? In the field like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like what? Whole squad like yeah, in the field like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like yeah, in the field like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems.
me on top of the throne. I ain't a king of the pawn. Hop on a jet across the globe. I guess the world is my home and there's so many miracles burning my dome and like turbulent air. I'm switching these flows. If you look at my neck, boy, I'm letting it snow. I'm sturdy as hell, it's a vessel alone. They showing me love in my city. Gang saying hippies. Women like Nick, you know what I'm about. I'm not. The stereotypes, they do not fit me. I'm bigger than life. Gave everyone dogs. I'm not a guard. Go hard with a squad. I'm playing my part, but them LeBron. Rings to the team, I feel Jackson and hard. The homie calling from a cell. A couple of homies be making it. I just want all of them dudes to the well. Not worried about taking a couple of L's. Don't sin for me, just win for me. Don't kill for me, just live for me. Keep it real for me. We eat together, leave the bill for me like. Hand on my heart. I give it all I got. Walk the walk and talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Hand on my heart, no, I give it all I got. Walk the walk, talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Never stopping, that's a must. Always winning, never lost. GPS, I never lost. GPS, I never lost. Who do it better than me? Yeah. Vision on 2020, yeah. VVS, Clippity, yeah. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they door, they taking notice, taking notice, taking notice. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they door, they taking notice.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get this off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head and when you ever overstay it. Your thoughts are never everything you wanted when you want. I'ma take it in the head with the signs of the on this set. Come on. Oh, barely my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely my bets are off. Everything was better off. Till the risk I was never at the end. I would never get this off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely my bets are off. Everything was better off.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. It's the team of the 80s versus the team of the 90s. The Niners, the Cowboys, they're underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Now Austin. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 24-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Hey, kill.
Here's Prescott. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 76 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch, take it to the house. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Here we go.
The 40.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Poss, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot. You'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rocking over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter rock. Turn it up. We giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, the pass to your receiver. All control, so no need to take a breather. Caught part of your kingpin. Subjugate the dub play, and you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years, so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. We're leaving the kings of all crowns. Are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, y'all keep the flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Ready, set, steady, back. Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all keep the flow.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 20. Six-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here we go. 20. 54. All day, baby, all day.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way down to the 41-yard line. It's a gain of 34. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercise before this one, and they're paying off.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming. They run for it with Breida. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They'll try to run with Breida, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
The score, Niners 7, Cowboys nothing.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3. Check 9, check 9. Switch. Hey, check 24. 26.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On second and 12, Prescott nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on third.
Here we go, 46.
Check. Here we go, Mike 20. Watch QB drop.
Switch it, hey.
SOS.
We're going to 54. Why in?
SOS.
26.
Third and long for Prescott. And the pressure gets to him again. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on third down, and you make the home crowd go.
There is a hush indeed. Here comes Pettis on the return. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So as they take it over, we step aside. They run with Breida. And to the 46 he goes and no further. So he is well short of the first down marker. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Come on, let's go.
At their own 14-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. D Ford in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. He's going to loft one deep into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by...
Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off. Each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop. Don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Death comes in 3s. Wins come in 2s. Cash comes in 1s. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket. No change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a match. And plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They ain't thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. And I don't need you to okay it. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. They can't take it to 10.
I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills. My jewelry cold is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. Show them skills. Yeah, how about it? You want it, you have it, you got it. Go snatch it, skirt the lot. Go ahead, jump it, how about it? Rep for your bro, for your post, your poppin' your projects. Pain driven, itching, drumming. Look how far we coming. Heartbeat for the streets, you can do it. Ain't built for the weekend. Sweet, this sugar. One man army, but get deep. Watch what you doing. I ain't damaged goods, damn it out the clay. You wish you could. treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Hit first off the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal. Say this one for your photo reel. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Story's treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, so suspenseful, I'm up in the field. Saw it in my eyes, it was the Tiger Hill. Gon' jump off the line and see the flight of field. Rewrite your history off this line right here. Your best bet be ahead, it's to get rich or dead trying. This ain't never new, I just be 10 steps instead. Snooze I won't, I can't lose, ready, rest or a bed. Do what you can to do, make your next move your best. I do this for the family, I might just flow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills. My journey code is chill. Story's treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Hit first off the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, way before the deal. Say this one for your photo reel. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Story's treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I keep it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills. My journey code is chill. Story's treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Let's go. Hit first off the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, way before the deal.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Rams.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Side, 120.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
They don't want to waste his outstanding field position on this opening drive as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. Now Greg Zuerlein. We all remember the 57-yarder that sent the Rams to the Super Bowl. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 23. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 30. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, 77 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
The Rams take over. We play to win. Let's go. 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Throwing on 3rd. Gone. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Nick Bosa with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Deep ball for Goodwin. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, 66 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Goff now to throw. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Back to throw, Goff. He gets it to Cooks. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Now Goff. There again is Cooks, complete. That's good for 28 yards. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a first and goal.
Almost felt like a light
blitz coming, and down he goes. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. After one, a 14-3 ball game.
14, Rams 3.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now Gurley. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They get 5 on the run, but it leaves them with a tough 3rd and goal forthcoming. Now Goff on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And with that, folks, I want to remind you to join the NFL Salute to Service. This season, the NFL and its players are honoring those who proudly serve our country, and fans are encouraged to join NFL players in writing letters to service members and their families. To learn how you can send your letter today, visit NFL.com/salute. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
21. Under 10, 10, X3, 218, chopper.
Here's Breida. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. It's a first down following a gain of 3. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up first downs.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 18 yards, first down Niners. They'll run run with Coleman on first down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
That's the way.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Bravo!
I can't believe they even let you play.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald with a sack.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And this will do the job nicely as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
The Pro Bowl corner, Jason Verrett, on the tackle.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip. Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
On 2nd and 7, Goff. And Woods has it complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. On first down, it's gone. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Dee Ford, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. After the sack on first down, Goff. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here we go. 76. 76.
20. Pick me up. Here we go. Motion.
To throw is gone. Buying time to his left. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here's Johnny Hekker now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion, probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now, probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's a definite.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
First and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10.
11. 11.
Mike 20. You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this?
Out of the gun. Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. A shotgun snap for Goff. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. A Ram first down as Goff finds Kupp. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. To the air again. Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Here we go.
Tight end's right. Hey. 4 down. Hey, Mike 20.
Hey, Charlie.
There we go, Mike 20. Here we go.
The final shot before break here. Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Zerline connects on the extra point. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well, as we are back and started in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football. On third down, a run from Breida. Space to maneuver at the 40. And now look at him go. The 20. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Matt Breida, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go! Take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Nick Bosa able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. To try again after the sack. Goff. That's complete to Cooks. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Goff now looking to throw. They got a man. It's Woods. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A. Now it's Goff. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
To throw once more on second and 10. Goff. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a third and long. Then he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for fourth. Here we go on fourth. Goff. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They knew they had the free play after the penalty. They get great yardage, so they can decline that penalty.
And one of the things we've seen develop more and more in recent years, our team seeing that penalty occur and still taking the big shot downfield and hoping to gain the yardage as we just saw there.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Brandon Cooks with his second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are back within a single score.
Recon, 132-5.
Throwing again is gone. And he's got it. And he's not going to get in as a try for two comes up empty. So they will be unable to cut this to a field goal as the differential remains 5. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Check.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
Here we go.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. They run again with Breida. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Wait, 80!
Second and 4.
Check three. You go tight.
On second down, a run with Breida. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Check 13.
Now it's Breida, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Back now here in Santa Clara as we've got the final quarter upon us. We get ready to start the 4th. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he's in for the 49ers score. Now Gold for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And he's going to be out of bounds here on the return at his own 2-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
Motion. Hey, wahoo!
Goff now looks to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Eric Armstead. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard and realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
Now they go for it on 4th.
Switch, not a day in my life. Knows my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no, we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Knows my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Ay, 20 of us, that's 20 goons and ice cream whip, triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna blame me. No conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. Greg Zuerlein, the Rams kicker, approaches, kicks it off, and here we go from Los Angeles. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about... ...7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Like 20! What we got, what we got, what we got? Oh, man!
They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
Hey, let's get this,
This is Breida. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey, let's go.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Team 6, team 6.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
They're going to be stopped up on this 1st down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Now a give coming right is Breida. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. On 1st down, here's Breida. The former Charger All-Pro, Eric Weddle, on the stop.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. That's complete to his speedy wideout, Goodwin. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 10 and a 49er 1st down. Now a give running left is Breida. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, 37 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. So they get the ball on the opening drive. They take it in for the score.
And how about setting the tone right away? Everyone talks about wanting to do that, but you always hear it in every locker room. First 5 minutes of the game, who's going to set the tone? Who's going to take control? Guess who just did?
Well, and now on the next drive, when you score that quickly or you're scored that quickly again, it's probably feel like you need to respond.
Yeah, without a doubt. In other words, you've actually put the pressure even more so on your opponent.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. The tackle there by Richard Sherman.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
We go tonight. 120.
Man, that's trash. That's trash. Watch the other.
They run. It's Gurley. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 3rd and 2. Goff. He'll find Everett there, complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Here's Gurley. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Throwing on 3rd. Gone. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Here we go. Wait, Amy!
Watch the run.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Matt Breida with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Louis.
On 2nd and 11 now. Goff, he's letting it fly for Cooks. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So the Rams call on Johnny Hecker here to punt it away on 4th down. This is taken around the 12. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Here we go. 180.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Goodwin able to haul it in. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
A gain of 12. First down, San Francisco.
Here we go. 180.
Watch the pass.
They run with Breida. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Here's a handoff left side to Breida. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game.
Go ahead.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. The first down run with Gurley, good for only about 3. It's 2nd down now. A tackle that time by Akello Witherspoon.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
First down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Now Goff. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Nick Bosa showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Where you at? Who's that? Is that yours? Who's that?
Here's Goff. Going up top. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot. And that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Here we go. 13.
You better be afraid of me. 51's Mike. Mike's 51. Let him know. Big edge.
21. Hey. High 7.
Get wide. Shift. Watch the shift.
On 2nd and 9. Garoppolo. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
11.
Mike 51.
Hey, dude.
Watch the flood.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, as the first half is winding down, and the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Back to throw. Goff. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams. Now Goff. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass here now is 2nd and 10. Goff throwing again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
When everything is in sync on defense, that means everyone's communicating really well, and sometimes it's nonverbal. They just know that when a receiver's in one spot, this person may have him, and he's in another spot, the next defender may have him. And they've squeezed the passing lanes down to where it's so difficult to find an open area to deliver the football. They've made it tough on them all game long.
And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To the air again. Goff. And now another one thrown incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. But you just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. Now give to Breida. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. They run for it with Breida. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Five.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
And now offensively, it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now, the play caller is thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. 1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
20.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Check 31. Check.
On the handoff, this is Breida. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. But a running game can really benefit your team right now.
He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down.
Hey, gun. Motion.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
21.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.